Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Anisha Dutt, a spiritual life coach and a healer, and I've been working with folks for over a decade now. Now, today I'm here to talk about why are you not able to manifest what you truly want. Now, there can be many aspects, right, that we can talk about in this video, but my focus today is on the identity shift that is required for you to get what you truly want in your life. Okay. Now, how do you know if you're a vibrational match to what you want in your life? Whether you're a vibrational match or not. How do you know that? Because what I'm hearing so many times is that I am doing this and I am doing that. And people have a whole list of their action items, all right? Be it, the kind of actual work they are putting in, it could be exercises, it could be this, it could be that, so many things, right? And you're trying to justify why you should have something, right? But it's like, for example, there is an exam and you do not pass and you're constantly saying that, but I'm working or I'm studying 20 hours a day, I am doing this, why am I not getting it? That's because you don't get what you want, but you get who you are. And now I want to keep emphasizing on this again and again and highlight this so that all of you understand that hard work, right, or a lot of action is not equal to results, right? That's it never was like that, right? However, I know we've grown up being taught or we've been fed this narrative, right, of putting in hours, studying so much, or doing things, being in the action mode, and that will bring us results. However, nobody really teaches us how to be, right? How to be in that vibration, how to be that energy. Nobody really tells us how we can do that, right? Now, I'm here to help you understand that if, whatever you want, it could be a relationship, it could be it could be a position, it could be a job, whatever, right? Till you keep running after it, till you think, right, that only when I have it, I will be happy, right? Till you don't get it, you're frustrated, you're angry, and you're losing it, right? That energy. The thing is that we live in a universe which is made up of vibrations, right? Now, if you think, or if you're sending out that vibe that I will only be happy when I get there, so guess what your energy is right now? Your energy right now is that I don't have what I want and life sucks. And, you know, I am constantly having to do so much to get what I want, right? So, what's the energy currently? Currently, the energy is of lack, right? The energy is of I don't have what I want, isn't it? So, what is happening? The universe is just giving you whatever you are a vibrational match to, right? So, your vibrational match currently is of lack. So, you get more lack, right? If you do not have what you want in your life, this means you're not a vibrational match to it. It's as simple as that, right? And what are you doing to become a vibrational match to it? How would you feel when you get what you have? It's a myth, actually, that we keep thinking that when we get that, we'll be happy. And actually, if you see, and if you've manifested anything in your life, when that thing actually comes in your life, you get it, and then you don't really feel that euphoric for a long time, isn't it? You start thinking of another desire. That's what will happen, right? Desires are unlimited and we'll keep getting them, right? And we'll keep moving towards new ones, and that's absolutely fine. However, if you fall into the trap of I will be happy only when I get that, remember that the energy currently that you are emanating is that of lack. And that lack gets magnified. So therefore, you not only not get what you're looking for, you even get whatever you have is also taken away. So there's a very famous saying, right? There's a saying that if you're not grateful for what you have, even what you have will be taken away. Yeah. I know that's very heavy energy and that's very intense thought. But you know why this is true? Because if I'm not grateful for example, this phone that I have, and I keep saying that I will only be happy when I have that phone, then this means I'm not happy with this phone, right? So then this phone will go away because the energy is of lack. I don't care about this phone. I don't value this phone, right? And that's what actually happens in life as well, where we are constantly, look at the energetics of this, folks, right? We are constantly valuing something that we do not have. And when we do that, that actually sends out an energy of the fact that what we have is not valuable, what we have is not good, what we have is not enough. So we are constantly broadcasting not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough, not enough. And so what do we get? We get not enough. So suppose you're looking for $10,000, right? And currently you have $1,000, right? And you're constantly like, oh, I don't have $10,000. I don't have money. I don't have money. I don't have money. I never have money. I never have money. You'll suddenly get a bill for $1,000. And so the money that you have will also be taken away. You see? You see the trap that you're in. And so, how do we flip this energy? How do we flip this energy? First of all, always look for, right, what you already have and magnify that, right? Like I said, your desires are endless, right? You think probably that if I get this, this is the ultimate, but you can write that down, but that's not true. Once you get that, you will need 10 more things. And that's how our life is, right? And that's absolutely fine. Therefore, thinking that you will put in certain number of hours, like let's also dissect this whole concept of working hard, right? So this I'm making this video because I was talking to a client of mine today, and I the way she was talking to me, I actually got this energy that a lot of us, and especially in the Indian subcontinent, right, like the South Asian context, all of us have been taught to put in so many number of hours to slog, right, to learn, to kind of be stuck with books, not in the spirit of learning, but kind of in a spirit of it's almost like a punishment, right, that people have to we spend so many hours with the book that sometimes we cut off from the like real world, right? We stop going out for dinners, lunches. We stop meeting people because we think that we have to constantly study, right? Or you have to constantly do a certain thing. Like even people who are like young or whatever, like who are working in their corporate life or whatever, even if they have a business, sometimes they're so focused on work, 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 right? They cut off from family, and like I will work 40 hours and I'll only sleep when I'm dead, all that crap, right? It's a myth that you can keep working that way and you can still stay productive, right? Your body, I mean, you can go and look at other videos as well that I've made. Your body is made to actually thrive and manifest only in the rest and digest phase, right? You can only be in that high strung mode for a few moments, right? If you're constantly in that high strung mode, in your survival mode, your body is going to shut down, right? Your cortisol will go up. You will have people are getting, like, heart attacks. People are getting so many videos come out nowadays that health is wealth, and focus on your health, and nothing is more important than your health. If you're not alive, then what's the point of, right, all of that? So why aren't we focusing on that, right? The hard work is actually not in the action, it's in the energy of it, it's in the beingness of it. The hard work is that, instead of put I'm not saying don't work towards anything. Of course, you have to put in those hours, you have to study, you have to do your work, right? But you don't have to do that 24/7, right? If you actually take care of your energy, right? And when I say take care of your energy, I mean centeredness, focused on reducing your cortisol, taking care of your health, maybe lifting some weights, eating a healthy diet, and thinking good thoughts, right? The hard work is, how about you work on a positive self talk? How about that? How about you monitor your thoughts throughout the day and see how many times you're belittling yourself, and actually shift that, transform that, right? How about you add meditation to your daily, things, things to do, right? How about you start eating healthy? You start treating your body like, a sacred vessel, right? And when you do all of that thing, that can be hard work for sure, right? And when you do all of that, even when you study for a couple of hours, even if you get coached for say 3 or 4 hours in a day, you would have enough time to retain and actually learn that information and process it for whatever you want, right? You can actually then work and do or create or end a project in a couple of hours because you are so focused. You literally have that divine light flowing through you, right? Your body is also a divine vessel, right? We are connected to the divine. A part of the divine is in all of us. So when we connect with our body, we can actually open up a magical portal of manifestation, right? We completely ignore our bodies in the whole process of manifestation, right? And the whole point is that cortisol and stress shuts down our body. It stops the process of manifestation. So all the people who say keep working and it's going to bring you success, it's a myth, right? Because your body will actually shut down. Biologically it's not possible, right? Your sleep is important, your diet is important, the way you think is important, the stress in your body is important, the inflammation can cause so many issues in the body, right? So all of that is important. The hard work, I'll repeat again, is in working on your thoughts, is in maintaining your diet, is in maintaining your health, is in being kind to yourself, is in being compassionate to yourself, is in creating boundaries for yourself. Yeah. Because when we start treating ourselves with love, isn't the self love, is in actually healing your inner child, because a lot of our worth issues come from our inner child. If we had a healthy inner child, then you would not be running after something to seek approval. Things would just come to you. Yeah. Because anywhere, like I said, if you're thinking that if I get this only, then I'll be happy, or if I get this, then I'll get appreciation, if I get this, then I will get respect, if I get that, then that'll be the ultimate test of my endurance. Then this shows that currently your self-worth is very low, right? So your energy is of low self-worth. So then you'll get more opportunities where you will highlight your low self-esteem. Yeah. Till you keep asking for approval, you will not get it. There are all of these emotions that you're running after is because of a lot of unhealed emotions within you, right? Those inner child wounds. a lot of it can be healed when you start looking at yourself and you start giving those emotional needs, and you start fulfilling it for yourself. When you respect yourself, when you take care of yourself, when you love yourself, when you approve of yourself, right, you will see the world will also start doing that for you. As long as you are trying to seek validation from the world and you feel that if I get that, only then I'll be successful, then this means currently you don't have that. And the universe is only reflecting to you what you who you are, right? If you're seeking validation, this means you don't have it, right? This means you're not giving it to yourself. So lack of validation currently will give you more lack of validation. So haven't you seen when you seek validation from your friends, from your family, they tell you even more nasty things. Why? Because you do not trust yourself. You do not validate yourself. And how you treat yourself is how the world will treat you. So that's where shadow work, that's where one on one, that's where inner child, that's where all of this coaching helps, because we are trying to run after so many things by completely ignoring our own selves. And the universe is going to give you who you are, not what you want. Yeah. So, all the hard work that you need to do to get whatever you want in life is actually to understand yourself, to love yourself, to give yourself all of those things that you're seeking outside, that love, that appreciation, that approval, that validation, all of it. You want a lover to love you, to care for you, to tell you you're beautiful. You need to start with yourself. When you look into the mirror, do you think you're beautiful? Do you love yourself? Yeah. When you fall, do you pick yourself up and you tell yourself it's okay? Or are you super critical with your own self? Right? Are you kind to yourself when you lose? Right? Or you're like telling yourself that no, I'm a loser, right? All your I ams. There's another video that I recently made about I ams. I am dash. Whatever your I am is, what do you think? I think I had some journal prompts day before yesterday. Maybe look at my message of the day. And those I ams, who are you when you are in a stressful position, right? What do you say? I am what? Like, for instance, for me, for the longest time, I used to keep saying, I'm a loser, I'm a loser, I'm a loser. So, especially in a stressful time, like I can't manage, right? I'm not able to manage, whatever. So, what happens then? This means that I am a loser is what I believe about myself. And so then I keep seeing these situations in my life where I am proven to be right, because I think I'm a loser, right? So then life situations will come up where I will be shown that. So all your I ams that revolve around what you want in life, write them down. Writing them down is the first step. Sometimes we say, yeah, yeah, I don't have to go so deep. It's okay, whatever. But the people who actually write it down, awareness is the first step to healing. Sometimes even just writing down and bringing it to awareness can heal it. So now next time when a problem comes and I call myself a loser, I I am aware now, right? So I'll probably think of a different word. I'll think of how I shouldn't keep berating myself, how I can change, how I can shift that energy, how I can be kinder to myself. Yeah. And the moment I do that, I'll start changing my I ams. I am brave. Yeah. I am understanding. I am hardworking. Yeah. And slowly from, the negative ones, you'll start moving to the positive ones, and then your positive ones will then get etched in your subconscious. And that's how your inner self will change and your outer will reflect that. So even if so, now let's come to some manifestation. You want to manifest, a relationship. However, you are not saying that if I don't get that relationship, life sucks. So then what are you doing? You're negating everything else you have in life apart from this relationship. So according to that law, then whatever you have is also taken away, right? So you should, there is no fear here, but you just shift your energy and you say, yes, I want that. Firstly, what else is possible? Because like I always say that sometimes we can only see so much, but God, a higher self, whoever you believe in, they have a much bigger vision, and we don't even know what else we can get, right? Number one, right? You're not negating your desire, you want it, but then what else is possible? Number one. And number two is that, okay, I want that, but I am so grateful, and again, gratitude with emotion, and I'm so happy for whatever I have today. I have a beautiful body. I acknowledge it. I have a beautiful environment. There is beautiful sunlight. I have my parents. I have this clean water. I have this food. I appreciate the house. Whatever you have, right? You are happy where you are. Like you're actually, you know, content. That santosha is there. That santosha is vital, folks. If you are not happy where you are, and if you do not acknowledge that every day, then you will not get what you want for sure, because you cannot go from an incomplete cup to an overflowing cup. You can only go to an overflowing cup from an overflowing cup, because an overflowing cup will attract an overflowing cup. An empty cup will attract an empty cup. Yeah. So do not make what you want so important or so vital that you have to lose everything that you already have. Nothing is that important. And actually, when you do that, that thing comes to you, or better things. So, how do you do that? How would you feel when you get what you want? If I get the phone that I want, I will feel very, very satisfied, grateful, happy. I'd probably, make better videos. So how can I start doing that with the phone that I have currently? How can I find ways of feeling that good emotion? How can I start making those videos with whatever quality I have and feel like, okay, at least something's going on, and I'm happy and I'm grateful for that. Then, if I have that mode on, maybe I get a check of an amount a client gives me that I can get that phone. Or maybe, I get a better phone as a gift from somebody, right? I don't know what else is possible, right? But I am in that grateful zone. I am happy. I am not stopping my actions. I am still making my videos. I am still doing my job. I'm still focused on, whatever it is. I'm not making that other phone so vital that it's stopping my life. I am going with the flow and I'm having fun. And yeah, it'll be great to have that phone. And so, with that happiness, with that flow, I'll get more flows in my life. Yeah. So, I hope this made sense to all those folks who feel like they are struggling to get what they want. It's about that inner shift, folks, rather than actually putting in hours and hours of, you know, like they say, gadha mazduri, right, in Hindi, or like instead of putting in, like, instead of like breaking bricks or whatever, stones, and actually putting in those physical, strenuous hours, work hours, you just need to um, put in that hard work in the energy that you are emanating. When you clear out that energy, when you become centered, when you start bringing in the routine for your own self, like, be it meditation, be it this, be it that, and when you are centered, then you don't even have to do much action. Yeah, maybe for a few hours, and it'll be a piece of cake for you, right? Then you'll see magic happening. Yeah. So I hope this message resonated with all of you. This is a longish, more like a masterclass, kind of a video. So I'm going to post it now, and I will see you next time in another video. Till then, signing off, Anisha Dutt from Zaria Healings.